But I will ask, we say so much about my body, my choice. Do we think that men have a right, like if they're not married to a woman and he impregnates her and she don't want the baby, but he does he have a right to say, I want you to carry this baby to term? Does he
No,
have as much?
Yes, I believe he
no,
does because he had the
Not a
right
legal
to
right.
bust it down
no,
and open your
no,
legs
no,
wide
no.
open. Why is it not a right whenever he says he wants his child? I don't
And
understand.
a lot of men say the same too.
Yeah.
A lot
We
of men
don't
say
have
the same
rights
too.
I
over
don't
that
understand.
child.
They
And
have
in
no legal
One
right.
reality,
mic,
as
y'all.
it
One mic. One
should,
mic.
no, we don't have any kind of rights for her. It's her body, her choice. At the end of the day, we can play all these fairy tale games or whatnot, but at the end of the day, if this woman that I had laid down with get pregnant, it's game over for me. And I will say that's a responsibility a man should take on as a man morally. But at the end of the day, if she want to get rid of it, I can't do nothing about that. But on the vice versa side, if she want to keep it and I don't, I think I should have the right to not be in that child life whatsoever. But the
Don't make
government,
it.
the white men,
Yep.
want to have these certain type of laws to make sure that I do all these crazy ass stuff to pay him and a woman in this stupid ass society, which trickle down and break down the community. But
That
that's
was
a
the
whole
white
different
man's fault
conversation.
that you want to have sex with beautiful women. It's the white man's fault that you like having premarital sex. How you gonna blame the white
Why you
man?
getting loud? Why you getting loud? I need you to
Because
calm down, Guideline. I need
you're
you to
supposed
calm
to do.
down.
You're
Cut,
talking
cut,
about.
cut, cut, cut your camera back on.
I'm calm. Hold on. But it's like the courts are holding you men responsible, saying, "Oh, well, if you got the right to keep the baby, then I got the right to be a deadbeat." No, you have the same rights to decide if the baby is going to be born or not. The mother doesn't get to say, "Well, I have a right to be a deadbeat mama once the baby is born."
Okay, okay. Tell me the rights I have then.
Well, for instance, I think it's depending on the state that you live in. You can sue a woman, and they can stop a woman from, I guess if you want to say, murdering your child, because you are a father. If you're going to be a father when the baby is born and they're expecting you to do what you're supposed to do when it's born, why not have that same expectation the moment that strips turns blue? Why
Well,
not have?
number
You
one, my
gonna you
child
gonna have
lives
to
with me.
present that one, Dalen, because I
Hold on,
don't
hold
know
on, hold
what
on, hold
truth
on.
you
Let me
got.
address what you said. Hold on.
I
First
have
of
a
all, my child lives with me. I don't want to discuss that situation. First off. Second
okay.
of all, you still deflected. You did not answer the question. I asked you, what civil law do I have to prevent this woman to have a child? You said I got all these laws and should be this and that and all this fairy tale bullshit. Tell me a law that I can implement on her to keep my child.
To keep it,
You didn't want
like
that
to
child.
be born.
Yes, that's what you said. You said I have rights. I
Yes,
have the
you can
rights.
sue anybody for anything. So in the instance where if you want the baby but she doesn't, you can sue. You can do something to say,
Where is
hey,
that law?
You
Where
think
is
you
that
think
law
you
at?
That's
think
a
you
losing
think
case.
want to
I'm
favor
not
me
a
and
law.
Because that's
That
not
Y'all
want to
gotta
happening.
do
favor
one
me?
mic. We can't hear y'all.
the question is flawed. I think the base of what you're asking is what can I do proactively to show that I care, that even though this baby is in your body, if I have just as much rights to this child once the baby is born, what law is there to say that I don't have as much right to this baby as you do? Because
You
what
said
it
a
is,
bunch of nothing. You haven't came with no solution for what I do besides sue. And I rebutted that do you really think that in the court of law, any court, as a black man, they're gonna favor me? No. If
They
so now
won't.
anything, they're
you,
gonna
you
vote.
put
If anything, they're gonna vote for her so they can generate more money out of my pocket to fund the state.
We're
I
we're
say
talking
blame the
about,
white
hold on, y'all. We're talking about a small
man.
percentage of men. Let's
Q,
just be
he's
real. A
you
lot of
blaming
these
the white
times,
man for
hold on,
sexual.
Dan. A lot of these times we hear men say it wasn't me. That it takes two to make a baby.
Thank you,
So
white.
granted, you are right, Black TV. It is a woman's right regarding her body. But why are you guys raw dogging women knowing you don't want to have a child with
Why
them?
y'all
Or
letting
you don't
men
want to
raw
have a
dog
child in
y'all is the
general?
real
No,
question.
answer her
No,
question first.
Black
Why
TV
y'all
is no
letting men y'all damn y'all. Why y'all letting men come into y'all and it's all kind of diseases out here? Memphis, they just reported that Mississippi is rising with STDs and stuff, but y'all still letting men raw dog. And then it's not even respectable men. It's men that's Pookies and Ray Rays out here. So you gotta ask yourself, why are y'all picking Pookies and Ray Rays to get
that makes two people. That makes no sense.
No, you don't know if it's just the worst kinds of men, because actually in the healthcare industry, it is women that are getting tested to even let y'all know why these STDs are skyrocketing. So how could you say without men, there's not enough men that are getting tested STD screenings?
Y'all still got to consent to it. It ain't like we walking up to random women having sex.
No, the Black TV, we're not wrong.
Walking up to certain type of women though.
Man, do you think? Do you really think men pick a certain woman and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna pick her, and I'm gonna try to, and I'm gonna try to."
You pick the ones that are gonna say yes.
Talk to multiple women. Y'all know that. Bunch of all these beautiful women on the panel. I promise you, 5 or more men that hit y'all DMs today alone. You wanna know how many women hit up my DM this week alone? Maybe 1 or 2. Y'all can play all the semantics y'all want to, but at the end of the day, men talk to multiple women, and y'all know this. So why would you put that and sit there and say, while we walking up those certain type of women? Because we want to fuck.
So
that don't mean we want to marry them.
That's the problem. I mean, you just said what the problem is.
Wait, y'all, real quick. I wanna clarify and clear up what Dalen was talking about, because that's not true. It says literally on Google, when you go and look up fathers' rights and abortion, biological fathers do not have the right to oppose their partner's abortion. In states where abortion is legal, women have an absolute right to privacy in their healthcare decision. This includes the decision to have an abortion. So no, men cannot go and sue any woman to try to keep the baby. That's against the law, and it's going to be a HIPAA violation because their health care
or just a specific
W's in the chat.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I did hear that a woman got pregnant by a man, and the plan was to have the baby, but she changed her mind, and
that's different. That is different. If you have something in writing where y'all were planning to have a child and then you switch it up and then you want to try to do it, you can sue for that. But if a woman is just outright saying that she wants to have an abortion, no man, no anything can stop that woman from having an abortion, and you cannot sue her for that.
So if there is a relationship that can be established and there is something that can speak to, okay, you all talked about having a family, you all talked about moving in together, you moved in together. That's the point that I'm speaking to, because there was not a personal situation from somebody that I knew, but it was close enough, like to put a halt, like you're going to get an abortion, but no, there's a judge that say, wait a minute, this guy, if you know that this is this child's father and you all are living together, you cannot just, they put a halt to it. Basically said you can't just go get the abortion tomorrow. I don't know how it panned out, but it's like, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like,
right, but that's only if they have something in writing to show and prove, or some kind of recording of it saying that they agreed on a particular decision already. If they don't have that, which is 9 times out of 10, men are not going to have that substantial proof to show a court.
No, but that does sound like if there's text messages, if there are like not CCTV footage, but like video recordings, audio recordings.
Damn, did he win?
Right, but a lot of times men don't have that.
We shifted the whole conversation. Hold on, Dalen.
Can I read something to y'all real fast? I'm sorry.
I want to ask you a question first, because how this started is that I always hear men not really take accountability in getting a woman pregnant. And it's always her body, her choice. Correct? You're right regarding that. Yes, she has the right to keep the baby or not. But it takes 2 to have a baby. You screwing her raw and you end up with a baby is not fully her responsibility. The Genius, what is your sentiment regarding this? Do you think it's fully woman's responsibility if they get pregnant?
Nah, it's not, because I'm in that box where I have multiple baby moms, and I'm also married. My wife married me when I had 4 kids. Now I have 5. You know what I'm saying? So
wait, how many baby mamas? Sorry.
I got 3 baby mamas and a wife.
Damn. Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, my wife just walked in with my light because she saw it died too. So I'm gonna hook it up in a minute. But we know what we doing when we in it, man. And to men, nothing feels better than the cream pie, right? That's how these babies happen. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You feel me? Me, how I do it after we have sex 3-4 times, after I go through like 4 or 5 packs of condoms, we're gonna go get that. We're gonna go get that medical. Make sure we could, you know what I mean, go raw, get the real sensation. But it's not fully the woman's fault because we know what we doing. You feel me?
Wait. When you said medical, you talking about the blueprint, the plan B? So you're having raw and no way you're gonna take a plan B. The girl's gonna take.
No, I'm not talking about the plan B. I'm talking about the STD, so we could go raw, so we can have some real fun.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And as far as plan B don't always work because we like with my daughter, we had a night. We was like, yeah. We took the plan B. I still had the daughter. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we know what we be doing. You know what I mean? Like Black is saying, it is up to them. It is up to them if they want to keep the baby or not. They always, well, in my case, they always want to keep the baby. You feel what I'm saying? But it's I don't see it as a like when Black said we have the baby, he's cooked. Nah, it's not always cooked. It's just you got to be financially smart. It's expensive. You feel what I'm saying? But like,
I think as a woman, I'm gonna say this to all the women: please just protect yourself. Stop worrying about what the man is doing and what he wants and what he likes, and just protect yourself. Like, stop worrying about, oh, well, he didn't use it, neither did you. I'm not into birth control, but if you are, use it. If you ain't using it properly, use it properly. Like, there's so many different forms. Please just do what you need to do. We're so quick to blame the guy of what it's annoying to me because it's just like, can we just protect ourselves? Like, all these young people out here that are out here just, and if we're really being honest, in my opinion, I think women are more hot in the pants than men are. Nowadays, women are out here popping pee everywhere. And it's like, why are you not, and why aren't you using protection? Like, why are you out here so quick to meet a dude and just go home and do this and do, like, no, you need to be using protection. Stop. If the dude say he don't want to, then don't sleep with him. Like,
and not even just that, Brittany, like, I feel like it's very hypocritical of women to sit here and say, oh, you need to be married before you have a baby, but y'all are not married before y'all having sex. Y'all not married. Y'all not thinking, y'all not really valuing marriage like that. So please stop playing around with it. Like, if you're going to be real, then stop having damn sex. Close your damn legs. Do what you do and work on yourself. Get you a good man and be a good wife and get married. Like, that's it. And you don't have to worry about all of that.
I'm gonna read something off. I asked, can I sue my woman if she carried my child and she don't want to keep it? It said no. In the U.S., you generally cannot sue someone to force them to carry a pregnancy. Laws in most states recognize that pregnancy is deeply personal medical decision, and courts almost always defer to the pregnant person's bodily anatomy. Even if you're the biological father or partner, you have no legal right to compel someone to remain pregnant to sue them for choosing not to.
And that's ridiculous.
It is. It's actually sad because then they'll go for your pocket.
So maybe the action can be done, but it can't be pursued. It can't be pursued. So you can maybe, I guess, attempt to do it, but it won't be seen in the court.
They're not gonna take you serious.
So I guess that's what it is. So I guess there is nothing you can do except not sleep with women that you're not willing to marry. Because I've said that. I guess I stand corrected there. But I think the whole point is you can do something to where a woman doesn't have control over the quality of your life or who you're going to be responsible for. And like the thing that women can do to stop that is because of their anatomy and their body. The thing that you can do is because of your anatomy and your body. And the way you protect yourself is to, for one, not just wear a condom, which is all you can do, or trust a woman to have a relationship with her, to trust that she's using her forms of contraceptives, female condoms, the next plan on, any type of birth control, but practice the abstinence that we pressure women to be into. Because if you can't trust the woman you're sleeping with, you know, to not have a baby that you don't want or trust her to be your wife, if she's not good enough to be your wife, she shouldn't be good enough for you to be sleeping with, because you can't trust her to treat your life with the same respect you want her to. You know what I mean?
Look,
It's
I'm a
like
super
it's
fan
the same
5,000
thing
when
on the
coming
other
out.
end.
My pull-out game strong, so
So we're not dismissing the accountability of women,
I'm
especially
a super fan 5,000.
but y'all get on here and y'all say we always blame men. It's like we don't always blame men. We dismiss the blame on whoever it belongs to, and it belongs on the both parties that partook in what we all know that we learned in 7th grade. Two people that have sex, whether it's protected or unprotected, you risk not only getting pregnant but transferring of STDs. We talk about babies so much, we don't talk about why Black women are the most highest ranked with herpes and HIV. Like, it's not just, babies and stuff, but we gotta really remind ourselves it's about our health too. And people are dying behind sex. So it's like
Sound good. Tell that to your sister that's reckless.
Listen. I'm just say it like this. This is the whole problem with women and them thinking too much. Okay, we try to think about everybody, all the parties, everybody all at once. Think about yourself. You a woman? Think about the woman side of it. That's all you need to worry about, is what women need to be accountable for. Stop worrying about what the men need to be accountable for, how the men not being accountable, how the men doing this and doing that and doing it. You getting yourself caught up in a whirlwind of junk that you really don't need to be caught up into, and your energy just be all over the place. Women, focus on y'all job. Your job is one job. Take accountability for your bull, and then let the men do the same. If they do it, that's on them. If they don't, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with none of us at all. Like we women need to stick together, and we need to worry about us in this area.
You get consent. You have responsibility. We can't keep always. We can, like I said, hold women responsible. But if we're talking about a two-party event here, why only be sexy and just a woman accountable? Even if we are women, it's not just worry about women. We are adults. Adults should be held responsible for their actions, regardless.
Because it's always a double standard.
So really quick,
it matters on the party.
Y'all let her finish.
It's not one more is worse than the other. It's you both are equally wrong for the equal consent and the equal actions that you all involve yourself in to even have a baby. So can't just put it on.
It's not going to be equal when the baby gets here. That's why it's always kind of like people point out what the women do, because the woman is the one that gets to make the final decision when she's pregnant. The man doesn't get that.
But doesn't the man know that before? That's why I said, if you are willing to have sex with this woman that you can't even have a civil conversation enough with, where you all care about one another's feelings, where you can say, hey, we've been seeing each other for a while. We're pregnant. You're pregnant right now. But I don't know. I love you. I care about you. But I don't know if it's a good time for us to have a baby. These conversations are never even had. People are not establishing a relationship with each other enough to care about each other's feelings, but willing to involve themselves in an action that can tie them both together for the rest of their lives. You're not ready to get married, but you're ready to risk catching a disease you cannot cure. Condoms cannot stop warts or herpes, and maybe some other goddamn shit they cooking up in the lab to kill the Black community off some more. So it's like, you know what you have to do because you have the penis. You have to protect yourself first before you have sex. You cannot leave it up.
No, we all have to protect ourselves. No, women, we have to protect ourselves first.
That's true.
So I think we both have to protect ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. So we just agree. And like,
go to the next topic.
One more thing, real quick, before you go to the next thing. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, Daylen, it sounds like you're trying to control a whole community of men that we have no control over. That's why I say it's best to focus on your BS, and women stop worrying about what men not doing and do what y'all supposed to be doing. The more you do and align yourself with what you supposed to be doing, the more you're not going to have to deal with the ones that's not doing what they supposed to be doing, period. The energy attracts awareness. Awareness attracts energy. That's all that is. We can go on and on and on and on. We can go on for years and years and years to come about what a man should be doing or not doing, but it never proves anything. Whenever we see time and time again, none of these men on this panel can be controlled. They do not give a damn about what the hell we talking about. They will turn a blind ear and a blind eye to whatever the hell it is when we talk about accountability, because they're gonna be looking at us like you just running your mouth and you not wanting to take accountability. Just take accountability on your end. That's it.
Accountability not about control. It's about
no, hold on. We gotta do one mic. So what happens is that Dylan, we didn't hear nothing you said, Dylan, because it washes you out. Hannah, when you talk, we can't hear you either, because when y'all talk over each other, it just washes y'all out. So y'all might be saying some good things, but we can't hear you.
I'm telling her it's not about control. It's about advocacy, and it is about us as adults holding other adults responsible. All this worry about yourself. No, people are getting hurt when it comes to this sex that we're having, making fatherless children and passing diseases around, affecting people's health. All that focus on yourself. All of that focusing on yourself.
It is focused on yourself because it's control.
You gotta let her finish.
So, okay, wait a minute. It's not necessarily
it's about protection as well. That's all. Nobody wants to control men, but we definitely need to advocate for what you will benefit for as well. So I don't know what this talk is about wanting to control. We don't need to
real quick, men on the panel.
Hannah gotta
oh, go ahead, Hannah. I'm sorry.
Go next topic, y'all.
Oh no. I was just saying, are we saying that accountability isn't held on both sides? That's what we're saying when it comes to women getting pregnant. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is stop worrying about if the other side is taking accountability or not. If they take accountability, great. If they don't, it's none of our business. What's our business is what we have control over. We cannot control men and how they take accountability and things or not. We have one man right here that said, I take full accountability for my stuff. That's great applause. That's wonderful. We have Black TV, the one right there. I don't know. Yeah, you heard whenever he took accountability. It's like, okay, great, beautiful.